Hi, my name is Juan Guzman. I'm in the business administration program here at Cape Fear Community College. And this week, I want to talk to you guys about the topic of ethics. Now, before I get to that, I just want to say I've had a lot of fun researching and putting these presentations together. And I hope y'all have had as much fun as I have. And I wish everybody the best of luck after the semester. Now, with that aside, let's talk about ethics and most importantly about the company Nestle and how they've come under fire for a lot of their unethical practices when it comes to their making and selling of their products. Now, let's define ethics. Well, ethics can be defined as a set of moral principles. It can also be defined as a theory or a system of moral values. Now, what does that have to do with Nestle? Well, as many of us know, Nestle is a very famous company. They brand products such as Nesquik. They make candies. They make bottled water, animal food, and a lot more. But two of their biggest products, or brands you could say, is their bottled water and their baby formula. Now, how big is their water sales? Well, Nestle's water sales are almost half of all the Coke product sales in a whole year. Now that is pretty impressive for just bottled water. Now, they Nestle has come under a lot of fire because them with about 11 other companies lobbied and persuaded the World Water Council to change the definition of clean water to, instead of a human right, to a human need. Now, what's the difference and what does that mean? Well, if water is labeled as a human right, then everybody would have free water, or they would have water for extremely cheap so that everybody could afford it. But since it's not, and it's considered now a human need, it's considered as something that has a market and must be satisfied or filled with a product such as bottled water. Now, how does Nestle get a lot of the water? And well, they get their waters by going to a lot different countries, and go they go to these areas and they bully the people and pretty much take buy the water and prepackage it and bottle it and resell it to the same people for a higher price so they can make a profit off of it. A good example is here in the US, how specifically in California, where when with all the droughts going on every year, they still pump out about 30 million gallons of water a year, which is a lot considering the fact that California goes through a lot of droughts, and this is the same reason they've gotten criticized from California residents, because they complain that that water can be used for the natural ecosystem to so it wouldn't be so bad during the droughts. But the worst part is Nestle, they only pay $524 to the U.S. Forest Service to pump out all that water from California. Now that is a ridiculous amount to pretty much sell water. Now, another reason that they've come under fire is through their false marketing from baby formula around the world. Now, according to a study done by Changing Markets Foundation, and they tested 70 different baby formulas that Nestle makes, and that they've market in 40 different countries. And it was interesting to see these results because they market their products completely different depending on the region or area that they're at, and they change it to pretty much make people think that they're doing the right thing when in reality they're just telling people what they want to hear so they can buy their products. An example is how they found in uh, in their South African um, baby products, they have found that Nestle use sucrose in their formulas. But in places like Brazil and Hong Kong, they advertise it as free of sucrose and saying that because it's free of sucrose, it's better for your baby's health. So if they know that having a free sucrose baby formula is better for a baby's health, why don't they make all baby formula free of sucrose? I could not answer that for you. Another interesting information that was found in that study was that in Hong Kong they also product their baby formula as healthier and safer for kids because they don't add any flavor additives such as vanilla flavoring to their baby formula. But in other areas of China outside of Hong Kong, they sell baby formula with vanilla flavoring and other flavorings. So, like I said earlier, if they know that something is better for people, then why don't they make all the products the same? But it just seems like to make more money, Nestle just markets their products to specific regions, like I said earlier, just so that people can hear what they want to hear and buy their products. So, as a manager, when you're trying to decide if this is a moral or unmoral topic, you have to consider the fact that all these products can't be marketed differently if you know that one is better than the other. And if you're trying to be a moral and ethical company, then even if it means losing sales, you should just stand by and do the right thing regardless. And we'll see how Nestle reacts to all this backlash and to see how they change their company motto or just the way that they acquire all and sell all these products to different areas and such. This has been my presentation on ethics. Thank you everybody for everything, and I'll be seeing you guys around.